Oh, is it working now? Is it? Okay, I'm testing the going live on my YouTube from the Castlegar Public Library here to see if I can do just one task on the internet and succeed. Because although they said they have been approved for some funding lately, I don't think they are motivated to do something about being the worst internet in town. So I don't know. This may or may not work. I'm testing it before I try another one. So hey, guys, based on the title, is I should be talking about fires. Now, how come BC, let's say, it gives excuses which I wouldn't buy related to, how slow it is to change or fund or reframe or just update the modernity of firefighting culture in BC or Canada or other countries. And by the way, folks, if you think that when fires get worse in your countries, you can rely on Canada to send help, we will likely refuse because we will be stuck with our own problems. We're very slow to change our paradigms here. So if we weren't, you'd be seeing things like the BC government saying, yes, BC, our motto is supernatural, right? but not, religion-wise. It's supposed to mean there's, the natural world here is wonderful. So BC should say, hey, go find during this heat wave, for example, natural air conditioning. Try not to turn on your own, but don't drive for days or hundreds of kilometers to get there by pulling a 3-bedroom apartment, for example. Just go in your own backyard, which is, a big part of BC is supernatural. So you don't need to enjoy that. You can probably even find trails you've never been, or just being safely close to rivers or lakes um, that will provide natural cooling, or mountains, or just forests. Traveling long distances, including bringing too much weight to do it instead of, camping that is more modest, as if you believe in the Anthropocene, which you should, is ridiculous. So BC should say, and they should plan for this with BC Parks, for example, that you got to be local again. You got to be local. We are so backed up, BC, to actually update our firefighting cultures to what maybe it should have been in 1985, that, we have to now tell you guys, please don't do that. Please, we will not allow reservations of BC Parks, and we will put pressure on private that allow people to come from far away, because you're just creating more carbon in the atmosphere, and you're also telling people that for them to enjoy the outdoors, they have to travel long distances. It doesn't make sense. They just ruin it. And while there's people that are homeless or nearby that could take on these websites that have been reserved for the camping, the campsites. So again, like I'm becoming so unpopular here in this community because I'm exercising my fundamental right to live a transparent life, and to also um, offer the data that I collect on the cultures. Like I've never again been asked to report on my cultural assessments. So I'll do a cultural assessment just by nature because that's who I am now. Nobody's ever wanted, the results of this, even though it's written on my resume that I'm a culture repair or a social repair worker. And nobody even knows what cultural evolution is or what that would look like, and that it would include sacrifices, hard work, a total change of their lifestyles. So again, they might claim they believe in the Anthropocene, but if we don't have people that choose to minimize their travels and enjoy the natural outdoors without AC, going wild everywhere, what if your electrical grid is not prepared also, like it wasn't for some cold weather in Texas? Like there's extremes coming, people, and that means you need extreme changes in your lifestyles. And I'm not expecting you to have full transparency like I have, because that's the Homo sapien level. And I have no reason to expect this, scientifically speaking. So let's see, 5 minutes. Let's see.